Alright guys, today we're recreating the manga cover for Dragon Ball Chapter 230, The Dangerous Threefold Kaioken. In this chapter, we see Goku punch the absolute snot out of Vegeta, something WoW Super Action Studio is making a figure for. Yes, as you can tell, I'm very excited about their Vegeta. If you're too lazy to read, like I usually am, the anime equivalents of this chapter are DBZ episodes 30 and 31, and DBZ Kai episodes 13 and 14. Now this episode is a unique one. This marks the debut of a third-party figure, and the third-party figure we'll be using is so spot on to this cover. Man, Tamashii needs to take some notes. This figure will show you what SH Figuarts should look like. Miniature versions of the manga and anime. But I won't beat a dead horse. If you want to see how I feel about the aesthetics of SH Figuarts figures, see the videos I've made about it. So for this cover, we'll need one third-party figure, two SH Figuarts figures, and one Dragon Stars figure. This time, the Dragon Stars figure is necessary, unlike episode 2. Without further ado, let's begin. The first figure we'll be needing is the WoW Super Action Studio Goku, but specifically the non-Kaioken version. Can you imagine trying to edit the Kaioken one to look like normal Goku? I don't usually buy Kaioken figures since I can just Photoshop Goku red if I needed to for an animation or something, so I got the seemingly less popular version. This figure's body proportions are very similar to the manga cover, but they're still slightly different. It would be pretty much impossible to capture every manga panel's proportions in one figure after all. Not every panel has the exact same style. It seems that when they made this figure, they really based it specifically on this panel, and I think they did a very good job. One thing to note though, as we mentioned in our Every DBZ Fight You Can Recreate series, the boots aren't accurate since they have ties. Also, I love the shading they put on the upper body, but I really wish the pants had great shading too to really make the figure feel complete. Anyways, for this figure, we'll be needing this smiling faceplate, his two fists, and this specific hair sculpt. This figure actually includes two hair sculpts for Goku that are mirrored versions of each other, and I'm so glad I remembered how important this was before I took the picture, because if I had to flip the image later, that might not look quite right. Oh, and if you want this Goku, I'll leave a link in the description. Once this is gone, I have no idea how easy it'll be to find, and if you're someone who loves the manga especially, this figure is something you really need in your collection. The next figure is returning from episode 2, 24,000 power level Vegeta with the Dragon Stars waist armor. This time though, the waist armor is necessary because Vegeta's waist is visible. The only thing we'll need from this figure is the body. We don't even really need the hands or any head sculpt. You'll see why in a moment. The second SHF figure we'll need is one that has a pretty bad reputation. I know a lot of people, including myself, do not like these head sculpts. But in this case, I think they work better than any other official base form Vegeta I have. We're gonna be using the smirking faceplate. I will say though, putting the superhero Vegeta head sculpt on the 24,000 power level neck peg was an absolute nightmare. I had to look at the pegs to see if they were different sizes or something, but they look similar to me. To help avoid breaking something, I used my sister's hairdryer to soften the superhero head sculpt. Once I did that, it went on pretty easily. Anyways, Goku and Vegeta are ready to go, so let's pose these things. First, we're gonna pose Vegeta. Just like episode 2, this one is quite a close-up, so we're gonna bring him really close to the camera. Now, due to the limited posability of SHF figures, we won't be able to get Vegeta's shoulders as high up as on the manga cover. SHF figures don't have great vertical shoulder movement, and I'm not sure how they would even implement that. So there's no way to make Vegeta hunch over like he is on the cover. I think this will be fine. Now we reach the star of the show, Goku. The pose for this one is very simple. We just need him standing with his arms out, looking forward. And with that, we've now reached the most fun part for me, the graphic design. And for this one, I'll be going the extra mile. You'll see what I mean. So the first thing we want to do is remove the green screen from Goku. I didn't even bother trying DaVinci Resolve for this, I just removed it in GIMP. Then made some color corrections to reduce the green hue and make the colors look more natural. Once that was done, I lined Goku up with the manga Goku. Since the proportions aren't exactly the same and I can't really pose the WoW Goku with his shoulders raised in the same way Goku is on the manga, his arms are a bit lower. You see how his shoulders are in line with his ears? That literally isn't possible with the WoW Goku. I could Photoshop his head to place it lower, but as I said before, I want to keep things like poses more organic. In this series, if the figure can't accomplish the exact pose, I'd usually rather show that to highlight how the figure could be improved than Photoshop it to do something that it can't. Next, it's time for Vegeta. Fixing the green hue on him was a bit more challenging, but I think I found something good in the end. For Vegeta, I had to decide between how large his body was and how large his face would be. I felt having his face match the manga Vegeta was more important, so the body will be a bit smaller. After I was done with Vegeta, I decided to take Goku to the next level. As you'll notice, the WoW Super Action Studio Goku doesn't have any wounds or scratches, so I decided to add my own. But before I could do that, when I zoomed in really close, I noticed that I posed Goku's head looking slightly to his right, and I was not starting this thing completely over, so I edited his left eye to make it look like he's looking forward instead of slightly off to the side. Anyways, once that was done, it was time for the wounds and scratches. Since the body of the figure is segmented, his chest doesn't have the same surface area, but I tried to make it look very similar. The last step was to remove the manga Goku and Vegeta from the background. I made a black box and filled it in with purple, which completely removed Vegeta. Then, I erased the last remaining parts of the manga Goku. Finally, I cropped SHF Vegeta to match the background. We didn't have to crop Goku because, as you see, he isn't cut off by the border and is basically standing in front of it. So here's the final result. Honestly, I think this is my favorite one yet because of how perfectly the WoW Super Action Goku matches the manga art style. Hopefully we get more manga or anime accurate figures soon. Now let's talk about episode 4. I know you guys really love this series, and since we started, you've requested a lot of cool stuff. I didn't want to just choose my favorite, so I'm actually going to let you guys vote on what cover we recreate next. First place will be episode 4, and second place will be episode 5. After this video goes live, I'll start a poll on my YouTube post section. Go there to vote for your favorite option. I'll probably check the results in about a week to give everyone a chance to vote. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys choose. So with that being said, if you enjoy this series and want to see us continue to speedrun these manga covers, be sure to subscribe, like the video, hype it, and all the other YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.